Hey, it's time for a NunSense.
Yeah,
How about that, huh?
Little time with our segment of NunSense and the executive director of a Nun's Life Ministry podcast, Sister Réjane. Sister Réjane, it's so good to have you back. I know we wanted to talk today about the gift of Christ presence versus material presence this Christmas season.
Morning, sister.
Good morning. How are you both, Ron and Dave?
We are doing fabulous. How are you, sister, on this Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe?
Yes, doing well. Happy feast.
Yes,
Happy
to you
feast.
as well.
I think it's so wonderful. It's in the middle of Advent, right?
Yeah,
As it should
perfect.
be with her, and with the Immaculate Conception and Our Ladies of Guadalupe. Because Advent's one of my favorite seasons. I don't know about you too, but I love that idea of waiting and preparation. But you have to be intentional, right? Because there's so much going around, in our culture that like Christmas, it's like it's already here, but you need to prepare for it, right? And, one of those things I do is extra prayer time. And so with a couple of my sister friends, I jump on a Zoom on Thursdays and we do something called Lectio Divina, which translates to sacred scripture, where you break open the Advent scripture with reading a couple times in silence and then reflecting on it. And one of my sister friends, we were looking at the first week of scripture, and she said, it's important because a lot of the words are like stay awake, be alert, and watch. And she said, we've got to be alert to Christ's presence in our lives, especially at Christmas time. So Christ's presence versus Christmas presents. And I thought, I hadn't heard that one before.
Yeah,
so I thought it was good. It's probably been out there for a long time, but I thought, cause right now, I'm working with Sister Pat, the sister I live with, and, we decorate, we make cookies. What are your favorite Christmas cookies?
My favorite cookie anytime is chocolate chip. And it doesn't matter what the season is.
See, I like those. I like those that, what are they? I don't know if they're shortbreads, but they're rather small, but they have the Hershey's Kiss in the middle.
Ooh, I like
those.
those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are good. Those are good. Well, we're doing gingerbreads and sugar
nice.
cookies because she works at the shelter, so we're gonna go decorate cookies tonight with the guys at the shelter. So, but I think what the true meaning of Advent is just, you got to clear away your inner clutter and worries and make space to invite Jesus in your heart. Because sometimes it's just more important to give, of our time and talents than sometimes the money and the material goods. So, my parents did teach me that, and very memorably back in middle school, the one thing we did a lot as a family is music. And my dad was always in the church choir. And, so Scott and I, my brother and I, we took up handbells as kids. I don't know if either of you did that, but, we really enjoyed doing that at the children's mass at Christmas. So one Christmas, the choir director called up in a panic because a couple of the adult handbell players could not attend. And so she asked if Scott and I could do that mass. And so we're like, mom and dad are like, okay, that's fine. So it meant that we were going to 3 Christmas Eve masses.
Oh
3.
my goodness.
And normally we did 2. I know. Isn't that a lot? Yeah. So, a traditional Christmas was we would do the 4 p.m. mass, go home, have a night, and that's Scott and I with the choir, handbells, and then we'd go home and have a nice meal, and then come back around 9 to get ready. Dad sang in the midnight mass, the true midnight mass. And, you had to get there early for seats, and then there was Christmas carols first. So this year we had to be there at 4. And then the next mass was like at 6:30. And so we had to scrap our meal. And I remember going across the street as a family, all dressed up to McDonald's.
Oh my goodness.
We had a 20-minute, scarf it down because we had to get back over for the mass. And so we were there for a long time, but it's so memorable because the gift of music gives you Christ's presence in our lives. And I don't remember any material presence that year. But song does that for all of us.
Absolutely.
So.
Love
yeah.
that. One of the things that really enhance our whole appreciation and awareness. I think it just brings us to a level where we can truly appreciate this gift.
Thank you, Sister Réjane. I would have loved to have done the handbell thing, but due to what is referred to as the incident of 1981 at St. Simon and Jude Catholic Church in West Jefferson, I have not been allowed to pick up anything containing metal since. So,
oh dear.
Anyway, no.
I wonder what that was.
Or any musical instrument.
Wonderful advent, sister. Thanks.
All right.
Holidays